your dog to put her head through something. So the one that I usually start with is a slip leash. Slip leashes aren't used a whole lot anymore. But it's a good one to start with because it's really easy for the dog. And I can bridge it to something else that I might need this behavior for. So things that you might need this behavior for, putting clothes on is a big one. If you need to put like a cone on your dog, if you have surgery, I love to teach them to put it on themselves. Also putting collars on is another one. This is a fun one, really fun one to teach. However, it's not super complicated, but it can be a little bit difficult to teach depending on your dog. So a few things to think about. Your dog really sets the pace here. So that's true of all dog training, but this one you cannot ask for more than your dog will give you here because you're not going to get the behavior. This is kind of a tough one for some dogs. So some dogs are really space sensitive. So the reason I'm using Stella for this is as she's gotten older, she's gotten a lot more sensitive around her head. So she's going to be a better example of this than Bruno will be. Although he's going to have trouble with one of these things. He's okay with a leash, but clothes he does not like. So we have to really go with what our dog gives us here. The other thing we want to watch is how much pressure. So if I have my dog over here and she's putting her head through here and I'm leaning over like this is a lot of pressure. Most dogs don't like that. So we want to make sure that we're aware of that, and so we can alleviate some of that pressure by tossing food away so that they can take the pressure off themselves. So I'm going to get Stella set up. So I'm going to set up the loop for her to put her head through. I'm going to have the treats on the other side, kind of off good girl, offering them but not luring her. And I'm going to reward her when her head is through that leash. I'm going to present the leash again. Good. And she looked through there, so then I offered to treat through it. Yay! Good girl. Stella also doesn't see well, so this is going to be a harder behavior to teach her just because we have a physical limitation. Because she can't really see exactly what she's supposed to be doing. But so yeah, she kind of hesitated there. She's trying to get her bearings, figure out what. So I'm going to wait and see if she'll offer a little bit more for me. Good girl! I take the leash away each time, so it's obvious what I'm asking her to do. I might not do that with a normal dog, but with a dog who has a vision limitation, that's going to be important for her to understand what we're going for here. Just going to wait for her, see if she can figure out what I want. Yes, good girl. It's a little tiny lean. I'll take that. Good girly. Good girl. So I'm going to switch to something else to demo for you guys, but also because I think it's going to be easier for her. This is a coat. I'm going to see if I can teach her to put her head through here on her own. And again, this is not something that this dog really likes. She's a lot more sensitive around her face as she's gotten older. Yay! Good girl! So I'm taking the coat off her each time to make sure that she knows that she doesn't get stuck in there. So what I don't want to do is use this to kind of trick the dog. So if I have a dog who really doesn't like clothes, I don't want to use this to trick them. Same thing with if I'm using this to get a collar on a dog, I don't want to use this to trick my dog. So it comes off every time until I build to the point where she's okay with something like that. Yay! Very nice! Yes! Good girl. Good girly. So I'm going to send her over there. And then I'm going to try some of this with Bruno. So he has worked on this. I haven't worked on it recently. Yay! Put the head here a little bit more. Yes, good boy. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller to challenge him. Yes, good boy. So one thing I want to do if I'm testing this behavior is I want to make sure that I put the treats behind my back so I'm not inadvertently luring, because you get a little bit too used in his face. And also test it by putting it in different places. He's a little bit confused by that. He's not quite sure what to do there. Good boy. So this is an example of a dog. He's totally fine with this leash. But if we get the clothes out, we're going to see a different dog here. I'm assuming he might show us, he might surprise us. Oh, good boy. He's going to surprise us and be good. Good. But what you can notice is he is subtly not pushing his head through as much as he does the leash. Remember the leash, he was pushing it all the way on, past his ears. But this, he's only kind of shoving his face through there because he's just not as comfortable. Good boy, very good. So that's one thing you want to watch with your dog is different preferences. He definitely does not like clothes. This is not something that he's a fan of. Leashes, on the other hand, he's all for. He loves leashes. So